Hello friends, this is Vinith. Welcome to my YouTube channel Tech is Up. So today's tutorial is all about shift left testing. So what is shift left testing and how it is useful in a development cycle. So let's get into the video. So first slide talks about the impact of keeping the testing phase on the extreme end of the software development cycle. So it's always right to say that defects are less costly when caught early. So in my y-axis, I have the cost of the defects and the time required to fix, and in the x-axis, I have the software development phase. So as you go from left to right, you can see that both the values increases. That's in the x-axis and the y-axis. Then, so the next point is like why the defects are less costly when caught early. So in the SDLC phase, you can see the requirement phase, then you have the design phase, then you have the coding phase, and you have the testing phase. So when we do a shift left, that means when we are bringing testing towards all these different phases, then we will be able to uh, find out most of the defects in the earlier phases than what we do in our actual waterfall model. So the early we code this defect, then it will be easy and to resolve the issues, and also it will be less costly. So you can see in the requirement phase we are doing a shift left of the testing phase so that we can do some testing in the requirement phase, then we can do something in the design phase, then we can do in the coding phase, and finally into the production deployment. So what is shift left testing? So it supports the testing team to collaborate with all the stakeholders early in the software development phase. So it's actually the shift left is nothing but involving the testers much earlier in the software development cycle, which in turn would allow them to understand the requirements, that architecture, then the questions that they can ask to the customer, and the clarification, and also provide feedback wherever possible to support the team. And how the shift left influence software development. So there are a couple of points that we'll be talking here. So the first one is like the involving testers in all and most importantly the critical stages of the program. Then the second thing is high importance to the testing, with which the roles and responsibility of the testers increase immensely. Then the another point is like the team just does not focus on testing the software to identify the bugs, but proactively work with the team right from the initial stage to plan and build a robust and effective testing strategy. And then there are opportunities for the testers to design the test first. And it also allows the developers to take more ownership of their code and increase their responsibilities on testing. The testers can adopt the BDD and TDD, all those development approaches. Then we can also use the shiftless testing in Agile, and it will mandatorily include testers also. Test team needs to engage early in the system right from the project initiation. So, so that these are some of the points that the testers uh, do differently in the shift left. So as we always say, the shift left is all about how early the tester can come into a project before actually the before the requirements are finalized and all those things. So the first thing is like they engage early in the system right from the project initiation. The test team should also work with the business and operative team and gain clarity on the program and provide a clear view on demand. Then they have to get a clear visibility of the product and design a unified testing strategy. Then the test team has to work with the rest of the team in providing a great test leadership and guidance to the team. During requirements planning phase, testers need to review and analyze the requirements for any ambiguity, clarity, completeness, testability, acceptance criteria definition, etc. And also Bring enough clarity and precision in the requirement by bringing out the real examples that illustrate the features that are in use. So you will get what actually the testers that are doing differently from reading all these points itself. So that's why I'm not explaining any of the things, because by reading itself you will understand all these points. And the other thing is like the testers need to attend design review meetings regularly and understand the product design and architecture, and identify the if there is any flaw, any suggestions you can provide. Then testers need to carry out status testing reviews well in advance and provide feedback. Testers should also collaborate with design and development team in providing test scenario in advance to develop the code. The test team has to define strong and robust test scenarios. And the last but not the least, testers have to test as early as possible, be it on a standalone or a local system, but make sure that they test at the earliest. So, in a nutshell, shiftless processing is finding the defects early, thereby reducing the cost of the project. Testing continuously again and again to reduce defects in the end. To automate everything and improve time to market. And finally, to focus on customer requirements and improve the customer experience. So, this is a picture representation of where we should find defect and where we should not. And the shift left equal to cost optimization, reduction in cycle time, reduction in production defects, and better customer experience. So those are the 4 points which will be combined together, and we can call it as a shift left. So the conclusion is like these concepts brought a huge transformation for the entire testing role. So it's like until now the testing was just considered only for a defect detection, but now actually it is just a journey for early defect detection to early defect prevention. So shift left is considered as a big leap in the software industry, especially in the software development methodology towards speed to market, improving software quality and reducing time to market. So that is all about how the shift left affects the testers and developer in a development life cycle. So I believe this video has brought you some knowledge on the shift left. If you like this video, please click on the like icon and please subscribe. Thank you.